Okay. So here's something that happened to me. I had a series of very terrifying dreams where wolves were chasing me or my pets. In my dream, here's the dream. One of the last dreams that I had was simply being chased by a wolf. And I noticed the wolf wasn't after me so much as it was after my pet, after my dog Woofy. And I was able to slam a sliding glass door on the wolf's face, like kind of like Cujo. And the wolf is barking and it's very, very terrifying. And I woke up from that dream feeling like we're safe. And then I realized, yeah, but I can't ever go outside. So the dream, although we survived in the dream, I didn't get to the place where I was thriving. So to me, the dream was unfinished. The telltale sign of it being unfinished was because I was unwell that day. I felt stressed and nervous. So I knew I needed to practice what I preached. So it made me think, this series of dreams about wolves, it made me think of one of my favorite sayings, this Cherokee saying, there are two wolves who are always in darkness. There's one that's in darkness and despair, and one is light and hope. And the question is, which one will you feed? So I used to love that quote, and I still do. But let me tell you, I'll show you what I did with the dream. I decided to write my dream as a little story, and it goes a little something like this. The scary dream is lean. It's not mean. I can see its bones. For way too long, it's been out on loan, busting into my dream, trying to eat my pet, trying to get its scraggly needs met. Like Jean Valjean from Les Miserables, thrown in jail by an angry mob simply for stealing a loaf of bread. They beat him senseless, left him for dead because he was trying to feed his starving family who was in need. But wouldn't you? Of course you would, as I would too. But I digress. Back to my dream that left me in distress. Back to the scary wolf trying to eat my dog Woofy. Privileged and fluffy as the name Woofy implies, I rescued her from complete demise by slamming the door on the wolf's scraggly face, huffing and puffing. At least now we're safe. For now. But we can't hide inside forever. Ties to the outside world we'd have to sever. Memories of sunlight on our face replaced by artificial light from an indoor cell? Sounds to me like a living hell. Okay, wolf, I know you're out there, sucking up all my fresh air. Let's communicate, negotiate. Would you please articulate? What is it that you want? I'm hungry, growled the wolf in a voice that would haunt. I'm not a bad wolf. I'm actually quite good. You've got me all wrong. I'm misunderstood. I can be quite lovely when I'm not starving to death, he said sarcastically beneath his breath. I'm only a monster because I'm fighting for my life, where every day is a struggle on the edge of a knife. It's been so long since I've been able to feel warmth, comfort, the stuff that makes the world go round. You know, it takes very little to help me calm down. Like that steak on the second shelf of your fridge. If you threw it out in your backyard to the furthest ridge, I'd be out of harm's way, yet close enough to protect you from the unsavory intruders and unwelcome pests, and I wouldn't come into your house. In fact, most of the time I would be as quiet as a mouse. Well, except during the full moon, of course, at which point I would invite you and your woofy dog to join me in a chorus, and you would see how wonderful it is to howl. If you take care of me, you have no reason to growl. Just throw a little love and steak in my direction. And in exchange, you have my undying love and affection, not to mention my protection. Wow. I could see the wolf had a point. Had nothing to lose. Give the wolf a little steak, for goodness sake, and I guess that's what I'd choose. So I went into the house, opened up the fridge, took out the steak, opened up the latch to my backyard, threw the steak out real hard, and in seconds flat, the wolf gobbled the steak whole, licked its chinny chin, and said, "Oh, my soul." Now that's what I call a win-win-win, as he proceeded to spin and spin and spin until he plopped into a fluffy heap, and with a smile on his face, he fell asleep. And I thought to myself, what the bleep? And just then, I woke up from my dream, looked around to make sure Woofy was still there. Thank God, sleeping soundly without a care. But the wolf continued to speak to me through my dream, saying, "A shadow is only a shadow, or so it seems, because of the absence of light. You don't have to starve it, hide from it, or beat it into submission. Just a little transmission of love to that which has been deemed reprehensible, rejectable. Just a little wiggle room to express that which has been suppressed. And you, my friend, shall be blessed." Well, that night, beneath the fullness of the moon, the three of us slept cozy and well, the wolf outside, Woofy and I inside, all three of us no longer in hell, because we'd broken the spell and discovered the secret worth more than gold. Embracing the scary wolf is the key to treasures untold. In the shadow.